So in Hapkido, we have the and the yang. And the same with words. We have the blue words and we have the red words. The same as on our school emblem or the Korean flag. You have the red and blue. However, we have to understand how to use both. It's not one versus the other. Just as yin and yang are not two opposing forces, there are two sides of a single force. So words are very powerful. We covered this. So what I want to do now is cover what I call the blue words, or more favorable words. And then afterwards I will cover the red words, less favorable words, but very important words to use also, the right time and place. So, blue words. Abundant. Abundance. Balanced. Best. Beautiful. Constant. Consistent. Easy. Fun. Free. Fast. Fastest. Fantastic. Fitness. Fluid. Flowing. Favorable. Good. Great. Harmonious. Improve. Improvement. Open. Progress. Peace. Power. Qualify. Quality. Quick. Satisfying. Skills. Skillful. Skilled. These are just some examples. Of course, there are many more. We want to think about when you're teaching or when you're enrolling, how to use these words. And now I will cover some of the red words. Words you want to avoid as much as possible. However, they do have their time and place. They are necessary. But for enrollment, not a good idea to use them. Starting with break, can't, confusing, contract, crowded, crack, dangerous, expensive, fall, false, falling, fight, fighting, free fighting, hard, hurt. Oh, by the way, difficult is another one. Skip that one, but that's an important one. And then we have tear, snap, slip, slam, pull, lost, long time, kill, karate. Be careful with that one. Many times I hear people say, it's a little bit like karate. They may have come to Hapkido because they don't want to do karate, because why? They know their friend got their arm broken in karate. So you gotta be really careful. Do not use other martial arts, because we don't know what their experience or their interpretation of that may be. Next one. Jumping jacks. Jerk. Jerking motions, jam, injuries, twists. But then we come to I. You should avoid using I. I should be replaced by we, if that fits. Or the center, if that fits. Or the master, if that fits, but not I. And if you avoid I, you can avoid I can't, and definitely avoid I don't know. Whenever I is involved, the ego slips in. And remember, the ego represents edging greatness out. So, instead of I don't know, if there's a need, if there's something that comes up, and your natural response would be, I don't know, that must be changed to, let's see what the master says. And instead of saying, I can't, you should say, let's see what we can do. Or let's see if that's possible. If you can develop the skill of avoiding using the word I, you can keep yourself out of the firing line. Learn to claim higher authority. Meaning this: if you find yourself stuck, just say, we'll have to speak to the master. Or just say, these are the master's guidelines, or the rules the master has placed before us. That way, you don't take any fire unnecessarily from a difficult prospective student, or a difficult student, or a parent of a student, or some random person on the phone. Your Hapkido training, your martial arts training is not just the physical body. It's also the mind, the heart, spirit, and soul. It's also your interactions with people in terms of communication. Train to become very skillful at this. This is the path to mastery. Now I'm going to cover just 7 of the more common enrollment killers. There are plenty more, but these are the most common. And then I'm also going to give some solutions how to solve this problem. Number 1, the Saturday class is a very busy class. No, the Saturday class is a very popular class. There's a clear difference there. Next one. A signed contract is required for any World Martial Arts Center program. No. A signed agreement is required to gain access to any of the World Martial Arts Center programs. Next one. The 615 class is much more crowded than the 515. No. The 615 class is much fuller, or much more fuller than the 515 class. Crowded gives a different impression. Fuller feels okay, it's popular. Next one. It takes a lot of effort to progress in the martial arts. No. True, but no. It takes focus and just being consistent to progress in the martial arts. Next one. The 715 classes can be much harder than the 530 classes. No. The 715 classes can be more challenging than the 530 classes. Next one. The black belt program is more expensive than the beginners. No. The black belt program is much more valuable than the beginners. Or you can say, of much greater value than the beginners. And it really is. Next one. The children's program, the children's curriculum, is a watered down version of the adults. Horrible. No. No. The children's curriculum is a simplified version of the adults. So here I just gave 7 simple examples of the difference. What comes out of a presenter's mouth with their first contact, or who's speaking about the programs or signing up, changes everything. Changes everything. The Bible says we can speak life without tongue, or we can speak death without tongue. And I'm saying we can build a great school without tongue, or we can keep throwing students away even before they sign up without tongue. The path to mastery is learning the skill. The path to even living a little better is with learning the skill. It will help with everything, be it professional or personal.